All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to D's Divinity, D's Divine Tarot. Thank you for joining in with me today, dear Cappies. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome back to all the former subscribers and welcome to all the new subscribers. Once again, thank you all for joining in with me today. As you see from the title of the video, we're going to go ahead and get into this monthly energy pick a card reading, and we're focusing on diving a little bit deeper into this humor energy, which we'll get to in just a minute. First, let me go ahead and get into a word of prayer for you guys. To the Most High, Heavenly and Divine, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, I come to you saying thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for using me, allowing me to be a clear and open channel. Thank you for allowing me the voice, the gift, the visions, the clarity. Thank you for allowing me to bring forth the message to the collective. Clear, no chaser. Straightforward, no chaser. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I pray that you remove ego, remove me, utilize what it is that you need to come forth to help uplift, enlighten, strengthen, heal, protect, nourish, nurture, whatever is for the highest good of all who are meant to see and hear this video, who are meant to see and hear this message, okay? All these blessings I ask and give thanks. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right now. So first, let's get into the disclaimer. It should go without saying, please do check the description box for any information that you may want or need to know. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to let me know. As it states in the description box, these readings are intended to be timeless. Time and energy are fluid, meaning you could have already gone through this, you may currently be going through this, and or this may be a prophetic message to come if you decide to embrace and embody the energy or advice that Spirit has for you within the reading of readings, okay? Keep in mind that they are general. Roles may be reversed. I may not even be talking to you nor about you. I may be talking to someone to whom you're closely connected, friend, family, or foe. I don't know. So if the shoe don't fit, don't force it. Don't come to me talking about them shoes, your feet, them toes, and them curves, and none of that. Don't tell me none of that hurt, because I didn't do it. You did, right? Always be self-aware, self-accountable, and you will be all right. Also, I do not subscribe to gender roles as far as male, female, but I will say he, she in reference to the masculine and or feminine energy, depending on what I feel. Also, and I think finally, whatever numbers I call out, even if I don't call them out, if you are drawn to them, they may be of some importance to you. I may be talking about your life path, the month and or day that you were born, the house that you may want to pay particular attention to. It may not have anything to do with any of that. It may just be your lucky number. It may just be a message that you need to pay attention to, right? Look that number up. It may also be just talking about like your jersey number, your favorite number, or a number you want to play in the lotto. I don't know, honey. Whatever, however it resonates in your life, okay? Yeah, so I think that's it. And I know y'all see this set up a little bit differently. So the way this is going to work and kind of moving into your pile selection here, this is technically pile 1, all that glitters in reverse. Pile 2, not for you. And pile 3, imagine. All right. I'm going to do them individually or separately, right? But in the end, stay tuned. Or once you're finished with your pile, you can skip to the wrap up to see how they correlate collectively. Okay. Because like I always say in every monthly pick a card reading, y'all are connected some shape, form, or fashion anyway as a sign. Okay. Overall. So take all the time that you need. Pause the video if you need to. Take your mindful deep breaths, get into your zen, and allow Spirit in to lead and guide you to the pile or piles that are meant for you, okay? Don't be surprised if you are drawn to more than one. That's perfectly okay. Or all 3. There may be a message in each one for you, okay? I wouldn't doubt it. All right. Now, in getting into your channeled messages here, I'm just getting to my notes, y'all. The verse of the day for you is Isaiah 43:2. And I didn't get the time that it came through, but that's okay. So 432 may be your address or an important number to you. 43 alone, 2 alone, 2, 3, or 4, honestly. I feel like somebody's stepping down or something's happening in stepwise fashion. 432, you might be counting down to something important to you. I don't know. 43 together is a 7. That may be important to you. Take it how it resonates. The King James Version, Isaiah 43 and 2 reads, When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. All right? I thought they were done cutting grass outside, so I do apologize if you hear any of that. But once again, Isaiah 43 and 2. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. Okay? Somebody I feel like is going through a test of some sort. I don't know, honey. And I feel like you're meant to have humor through it all. So the New Living Translation, Isaiah 43 and 2 reads, When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. When you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown. When you walk through the fire of oppression, you will not be burned up. The flames will not consume you. Okay? One more time. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. When you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown. When you walk through the fire of oppression, you will not be burned up. The flames will not consume you. All right? Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me, is what I hear. All right. So know that you can, I'm hearing somebody, you can laugh all the way to the bank, like for real. We're going to get into that in a minute. All right. So the songs I got for you, the first song is Joyner Lucas, Will, and in parentheses they have ADHD. I love this. He be spitting, he be flowing, y'all. But he talks about the biggest thing that I got. I mean, outside of the overall song, he talks about paying homage to his idol. One of his idols, Will Smith, but hence your title though, because I really took this as like your free will. I know he's talking about a person, right? But still, the will is, I mean, it can be a number of things, to be quite honest, but and it's however you want to take it, Cappy, because it can be different for some of you. But the main thing that came through for me is the fact that will, just the word itself, can be so many different things to different people. It could really be a person. It could be talking about like a will and what you call it, what, Lord have mercy, like inheritance. You know what I'm saying? What is it called? Why can't I think of the name? I'm about to say will and testament, but whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, do you have a will that maybe somebody left you something in their will? Because it's something about an inheritance, okay? And or like I said, the main thing that I got is talking about your free will, okay? That's even more powerful than anything. I feel like you can even put, you know what I'm saying, a number or a price on. Okay. So listen to the song. But the main thing that I got from here for you is when he says, basically like, thank the people you love, give them flowers while they're above ground. You know what I'm saying? Commemorate them and celebrate them. Show them love while they're still here. You know what I'm saying? So it's something about that. And the next song I got for you is Nipsey Hussle, and featuring Marsha Ambrosia, and Real Big. And I love this. Like I said, somebody about to make it. Like somebody maybe even counting down, because right now I'm seeing like you cut like a ribbon ceremony. You cut in the ribbon. You may have opened up a new franchise, or I don't know why franchise came through, but that's what came through. You may be opening up even just a new business, a brick and mortar. You're doing something where it's like, all right, ready, set, go, right? No turning back is what I hear. But you making it big, right? Real big, real big. I knew one day that I would do it real big. Let me say, hold on, I'm trying to get the tune. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How she say, in this moment, I would forever. How she said, why can't I think of the words? Anyway, y'all, moving on because I don't want to keep y'all too long. But I love that. I love her little. She only got a little snippet in there, but it still is powerful. Anyway, and then the final song I got for you is Tiana Taylor, and I love this, y'all. It's Made It, and some of y'all, like I said, y'all making it big. Like y'all got your eyes set on something. Y'all can imagine something like real, like probably out of this world, and it's happening. You know what I'm saying? It's finally happening for you. So congratulations. But you know, some of you may truly be graduating because Tiana Taylor. That's basically, you know, the video is of the graduation celebration or ceremony, right? So yeah, so some of y'all really are celebrating something, and this could just be, it doesn't necessarily just have to be from school, although I feel like it is for many of you, but it can be just like you know, you're graduating as far as like, because I'm hearing initiation, so this can be more, you know, metaphysical, as far as like ascension, or you know, you leveling up, you're ascending, you're at a different level, you know what I'm saying, on your journey. So take it how it resonates. So glad that I made it, I made it. Oh yeah, I made it, I made it. Yeah. I love it. Okay. I think that is all. So yeah, and diving into your header and overall energy for this month. You're going to need humor through this all, y'all, for real. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life, as you should. Don't take it too seriously. Look at Buddha. Sit back, relax, and just laugh it up, because that's the best medicine, for real. It will definitely stabilize you. Something about this 4. 4 may be an important number to you. The heart chakra, and especially with this green and earth energy, it's like truly, truly, truly heal your heart. You know what I'm saying? Be open to whatever, you know? Don't limit yourself is what I'm hearing. It's beautiful. Be emotionally balanced, okay? Something about that. It may have something to do, I feel like this is your energy, obviously, Cappy, but it still may have something to do with a fellow earth sign, whether another Cappy, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? Yeah, I just feel like that speaks for itself. No need to go any, you know, go beyond what it is. All right, so once again, pile selection recap really quickly. All that glitters reverse for pile 1, not for you, pile 2, and imagine, pile 3, okay? Timestamps will be below. Whenever you're ready, let's go and grow. All right, my beautiful Cappies, for those of you who chose this pile number 1, this is the pile, and these are the messages for you. Let's not forget, we're diving deeper into this humor, seeing the lighter side of life, all right? Focusing on that and not any of the detriments, okay? And diving into your topper here, we got all that glitters in reverse. And I honestly would rather see this in reverse. 16 potentially being a 7 talks about, to me, especially in the tarot, like that tower energy. I feel like something has come through and shaken your foundation, rightfully so, as it should have been. And the reason I said I like to see this in reverse is because I take it as you now realize and see that mask off. All that glitters is not gold, right? You're not swayed by the illusion. You know what I mean? You're not confused in any of this. May have something to do with the Scorpio. Like, you truly see the lighter side of things. And look at this light coming through all that glitters. It's illuminated. You know what I mean? You see things for what they truly are. Prayerfully, okay? Or need to if you don't yet. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody different. But let's go ahead and this could have to do with anything for you. With the 2 masks there, it very well may be some kind of soulmate relationship. Doesn't matter, friend, family, or like I said, potential foe, because you can have a soulmate relationship with anybody, or it may very well have something to do with some kind of opportunity that you may thought was going, you know, bring forth the pretty pennies, and it's like, nah, you know what I mean? Because for whatever reason, somebody says too much work for what you get, or what you thought you was gonna get anyway. All right, so let's see what the guidebook has to say. The message begins on 60. Some with them 6s for y'all, okay? All right. All that glitters, the meanings, the need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial, okay? for them to say that may have something to do with the Gemini or Virgo, okay? The Oracle's message. It's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire that object or person? If this has to do with a relationship, it says, sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding more dramatic elements to make it more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. She See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of artifice and let what is authentic shine, okay? Prosperity message. Sometimes an opportunity looks so good that it glitters like gold and you just can't resist it, especially when it appears others are doing so well and have hit the mother lode. During the American gold rush, everyone hurried west to find their fortune and then deserted entire towns after the mining depleted the gold veins in the earth. So too can you deplete yourself as you chase after the latest shiny thing that has caught your eye. There is a mercurial quality to your present circumstances. Pay no attention to those who chase after fool's gold. Resist the temptation to be jealous of others. What they have achieved may not be true success you seek, so don't compare yourself to them. You see only the surface right now, only the sparkle. Be assured that you will experience your own shining moment if you stick to what you know. All that glitters may not be gold for you. Look, and as your central energy when we get to pile 2, it clearly says it's not for you, okay? So it's in reverse, so you get the protection message as well, which reads, this is a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. There's a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about a difficult situation you will be sorry you got yourself into. Honey, I pray y'all take heed because I told y'all something about them 6s anyway, because you got a 6 here and a 16. The message started on page 60, and then in the center of your overall reading is a 6, which says, not for you. Okay. And 3 6s is 18, which is potentially a 9. 18 talks about that moon energy, which may be an illusion or something hidden that you may not be seeing, right? But together that makes a 9, which talks about endings, nearing the end or completion, needing to, right? Let it go. So it says, stay away. Isn't it wonderful how spirit protects you? Better things await, okay? And see the beauty in it, see the humor in it, right? Don't be upset because rejection is God's protection. You know what I'm saying? It's not for you. Don't get in your more negative energy, Cappy, and hold on or try to be stuck to the attachment or how you feel like it should go. Because I promise you, it's not going to be pretty like they said. It's something rotten underneath. Okay. Let's see what this is about. First out for you. Oops. Walk away. I love it. I love it. 7 of Swords in reverse. No more of that deceptive energy. That raven is screaming at you. Like, man, woman, listen. Go. 7 can be talking about a journey, right? It's time for you to go. Go the other way. It may even be something in regards to your past or something that you have done or tried to do before. But it's like you can't sneak. What's done in the dark will come to light. You can't sneak. You can't sneak. This may just be talking about, like, even if this isn't you, could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or somebody in that like deceptive, lying, sneaky type of energy. Okay, but I feel like the advice is to walk away from it, no longer entertain it. You have free, look, use your free will. Look, run, walk away. Some of you maybe have felt stuck or been in it for a while, because this Knight of Swords, this is one, not even one of, this is the fastest moving knight in the deck. You see, upright, he gone. He gone, leaving whoever in the dust. But it's not moving when it's in reverse, or you're resistant to the move or to the change or whatever. Somebody is. Again, another air sign, and I'm getting Gemini energy the strongest, but like I said, it could be any of them or somebody just embodying that energy. You may have that heavy in your chart. I don't know. But it's like you need to see the truth for what it really is. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, somebody do, like they said, mask off. All right. What is he running to? Oh, somebody going back to their past or back to something. Maybe Pisces, potentially Scorpio. I told y'all Tower energy out of that. All that glitters, that 16. So very well might be a Scorpio here. This 8 of Cups upright is talking about moving on. And all of these really, talk about movement in a sense, right? So, there's something about mentality as well. Like they said, maybe somebody's not in their truth. Somebody's not wanting to either speak their truth aloud. Because as you see, these figures, they're covered and you really see only their side profile or the back side of them. You don't see their truth, the truth, their authentic selves. And that's what I feel like it has to do with. Some of you truly do need to take that mask off or stop trying to be somebody you're not. That's exactly what that is. Yeah. You need to come out of this deceptive energies. Look, I'm about to call you Sage. You may have something to do with the Sage. I don't know. Because y'all do have as far as for your toppers, which we'll get to in the wrap up, y'all do have the same overall, underall energy, the bottom of the deck energy. So we'll get to that soon enough. That's what I got for you. Those of you who chose this pile number 1, I pray that it resonates for you. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimonies down below, because you never ever know how this may help someone else grow, especially and including yourself though, yeah? If someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I truly appreciate that and thank you for that, all right? If you're joining me for another pile, I'll see you there. If not, please take care. You can skip forward to the wrap up or not. The title says look, use your will. Let thy will be done. Okay? For real. Anyway, I'm out of here. Uh-oh. That's the cue. I thought that was off. Obviously it's not. Anyway, to the next one, y'all. Deuces. All right, my beautiful Cappies. For those of you who chose this pile number 2, this is the pile, and these are the messages for you. Let's not forget, we're diving deeper into this humor energy, choosing to focus on the lighter side of life, laughing all the way to the bank with it. Nah, but for real, understanding that you can't take anything. I mean, you can, but what good does it do for you to take things so seriously, right? Everything is just a lesson for a blessing, and it all depends on your perspective. So in diving into your topper energy here, yeah, it ain't for you. The 6 here, whatever this is, it's not for you. There's something bigger and better. And as you see in the fortune cookie, it clearly says, nope. I just heard veranda. Look out on your veranda if you have one. I don't know. If this has to do with the relationship for you, I feel like somebody was playing games. I hear chess, not checkers. Maybe somebody loves to play chess. There's something about, especially if this has to do with business for you or, work, job, or whatever, something about a strategy. Okay? Re-strategize, something about that. But whatever opportunity you thought, because there's very much so a connection with Power 1. And like I said, all of y'all are really connected. But what I'm getting to is, if you were drawn to Power 1, and if anything over here draws your attention, if you didn't check it out, go check it out. But I told them already, is leading into this, like into your Power. Some obviously clearly says not for you. Okay, Cappy? Whatever this is. All right? For whatever reason, I'm getting medicine cabinet. Some of y'all, look, I'm not here to judge. You do you, but them drugs are not for you. Okay, and it ain't just got to be like narcotics or addictive drugs, illegal drugs or substances or whatever. Although I am talking about that as well, but something, because it's something about you may like, I don't know, because I'm hearing misdiagnosed, so you may be taking unnecessary medication, something like that. Check it, man. Check it, because it may be something about the hand. You may like arthritis. I'm hearing something like that, or I don't know, something about NSAIDs. And if you take a lot of those, it's not good. I mean, be careful, because they can disrupt the gut. Cause issues and ulcers. So there's something about that, y'all. Something. And maybe it's not even arthritis. I don't know, because now I'm hearing autoimmune. I just feel like some of y'all need to get a second opinion or go see a specialist or something like that. But anyway, I ain't even trying to dive all into that, but that's where it went. So please get checked out, okay? Because it's something that, is like, I'm hearing masking. Something is masking something. And I feel like you need to uncover, like you're not really seeing the full picture or something like that. Something is presenting itself as something else, not what it truly is. That's why I say y'all definitely have a connection to Power One. All right. I pray nothing but health and prosperity in your life if you are, suffering from any type of ailment or affliction, okay? All right, so the message begins on page 20. Not for you talks about a clear knowing that something is being denied you. Quote, rejection is God's protection, end quote. And that's exactly what I told Power One. So check it out. The Oracle's message. There are times when it appears that no matter, and I can't even get into the reading, they're stopping me. Check out Power 3 as well. Something about it, okay? There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if that's talking about that moon energy. Didn't I say that with that 18? Okay. Oh, that wasn't you. That was Power One. So still, go back and check out that message. All right. All right. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game, and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now, that indeed your dreams for the exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust this, okay? If it has to do with a relationship, I don't know why I always trip over that word. If it has to do with a relationship for you, it says, some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them that is obvious from the beginning, but the red flags escape your observation or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both your sakes. For every pot there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit. Prosperity message reads, you can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plans seem to go awry in spite of it all. Keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fail fast and learn from defeat. Then keep going. You will eventually succeed, although perhaps not at this game, not at this time. Know when to fold your cards, okay? All right, let go and see what this has to do with for you. My beautiful Cappies. First out, let's see. Wow, 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay, I'll take it. No longer are you sitting in this victim consciousness or mentality or woe is me, feeling, I truly feel that you're transforming out of this understanding that you got to keep it lighthearted. You realize that hopefully, or you will realize that this is all, like it said, rejection is God's protection. That's the wisdom. That's the nugget. That's the golden ticket, if you will. I don't know. Okay. May have something to do with a water sign, potentially. Doesn't have to. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Look at here. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. you're no longer waiting around for this. You know what I'm saying? Good. Thank God. You're ready to move. This can be slow, very, 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 very slow. May have taken a long time, you feel. I don't know. May have something to do with the earth sign. I do feel like this is your energy, but it still could be a fellow Cappy or Virgo, Taurus, okay? Doesn't really matter. But it's like, I do feel like the advice is, it is time to move. You know what I mean? Because that 7, as I mentioned in Power 1, can talk about going on a journey. You know what I'm saying? Movement. I do feel like you realize, or hopefully will, that you've planted the seed, you manifested, and you just got to allow things to be as they may, right? Not manipulating it, or forcing it, okay? And then finally, look at here, and that's the truth. You're seeking your truth. Geminian or even Aquarian energy could even potentially be a Libra, but I feel like you're becoming wise. You're prayerfully balancing your thoughts, your mind, to really know and learn, your truth. You're no longer hiding under the mask of all that glitters. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you're not trying to be somebody you're not. You know what I mean? And I don't know. This could be potentially talking about, if it has to do with a relationship for you, maybe somebody checking in on you. I don't know. I'm not really feeling that too much, but that very well may be, somebody kind of spying, lurking, watching. I don't feel it in a negative way. I feel like I said, for the most of you, this is your energy. It's like you're coming to the light, Carolyn, prayerfully. I don't know. It's something about moving out of the whirlwind of your thoughts, right? I do feel like I said from the beginning, you're moving out of that victim mindset, right? You understand that the opportunity, whatever this may have been, that you have put a lot of time, energy, and effort into, I do see that. You realizing like it says, it's not for you. You may not have seen the growth that you felt like should have occurred or whatever. I don't know. But overall, I feel like it's good energy. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I appreciate it. I'm thankful. I don't feel, any kind of way, as you shouldn't. And I feel like you truly are taking heed to this valuable lesson this month, right? Laugh it off. Shake, 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 shake. Somebody probably saying it for real. Because you may be leaving a situation, relationship, or whatever that may have had you feeling like stuck, bound, and confused. That's what I said. That's what I got. That's what they said. Look, let me move on out the way. No. You see, whatever situation this is, whether relationship, job situationship, whatever it may be, is not for you. And thank God for that. And you're able to move on without a hiccup. Good for you, Cappy. Proud of you. Drake. I'm so proud of you. For real. All right, now that's what I got for you, pal, too. I pray that it resonates. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimonies down below, because you never ever know how this may help someone else grow, but especially in including yourself, though, yeah? And if someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for doing so. If you're joining me for another pile, I'll see you there. If not, please take care. Don't forget your love and light, because it truly makes everything all right, y'all. Until the next one, be easy. Deuces. All right, my beautiful Cappies. For those of you who chose this pile number 3, this is the pile, and these are the messages for you. Let's not forget, we're diving deeper into this humor energy, choosing to focus on the lighter side of life, getting in that Buddha-esque energy, right? Just being happy. I'm here for real. I'm so happy. I just watched, who was it? Despicable Me. That's such a funny movie, y'all. If y'all ever need a good laugh, watch that. It's so cute. Anyways, and diving into your topper here, we got the number 20, Imagine. Y'all, for whatever reason, this is like that magic energy. Do you believe in magic? And it's like, isn't there a production company that's called Imagine? I don't know. Maybe it's just DreamWorks that their little emblem or whatever that I'm picturing. Either way, it's like the same thing for me. That's funny for me to say DreamWorks, because dreaming, imagining, I was getting ready to say fantasizing. Be careful in that energy, but only because you don't want to go to the extreme, right? Just stay balanced in it. But what I was getting ready to say is daydreaming, right? That's like imagining, envisioning, right? Um, your wishes and manifestations will come into fruition. You know what I'm saying? See it, right? But even pray and have faith without necessarily seeing it yet, but be in that like energy. If you can picture yourself in that, then so shall it be. You know what I mean? I pray that makes sense. Anyway, I might not have said it the greatest, but I pray it makes sense. I feel like you very much so may have bountiful, limitless, endless possibilities here, Cappy. There's something about portal energy here because I'm getting that. I don't know what these are right here. It's almost like something is opening up beneath the ice, beneath the surface. It's coming to the surface to bust out. Something want to be free. I don't know. Free will is what I heard. But bring that masculine and feminine energy together within you so that you can be balanced, right? And then watch it all work. Something about that. What is it that you see for yourself? What is it that you want out of life? And then get into that humorous, that love and light, laughter energy, because that truly uplifts the vibes and the spirit, and watch it work, But you truly got to have faith. All right, so the message starts on page 76. And imagine talks about turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imagery and feelings. That's what I was trying to say, pretty much. Like that laughter, that humor, mixing that together with your vision, manifestation, imagination, intentions, you know what I'm saying? And that it brings it into fruition. It gives it that power, you know what I'm saying, to boost it, if you will. Then it also talks about the power of aligning imagery and feelings, creativity, illusions. And when I said that fantasizing energy, that's why I said be careful with that energy, because you don't want to go too far, you know what I'm saying, into the illusions, whatever. The Oracle's message. Who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You were gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. Allow the power of creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. Rinse and repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see these things come to pass in the outer world, as if by magic. Telling you. So if this has to do with the relationship, mind you, they had me look down on page 77, manifestations, right? All right. In the matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. While that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it, not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydreaming into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are being, why am I adding words? Relationships are about relating, so step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. Like literally, imagine that. Okay? The prosperity message. This is a powerful time to get clear on how you create your prosperity, what it means to you to be prosperous, and what attributes you need to develop in yourself to make things happen. Who do you need to be to live out your dreams? Can you imagine the kind of life you desire? Really imagine it, without holding back the sheer force of your powers of creativity. If you can envision it, you can have it. Get ready, for prosperity is waiting for you to claim it now. Act, quote, as if, end quote. Your dreams really will come true. I'm telling you, that's what I was trying to say. All right, we're going to get on into this and see what it's about for you, dear Cappy. I just keep hearing, do you believe in magic? Well, I hope you do. Dang, I can't even talk. Get it together, girl. Some of you need to go back to that just innocent, wondrous, magical imagination of a child. I mean, Y'all, to be in the mind of a child again, oh my God. Because they just, they believe all the things are possible. Anything is possible. They make believe like no other. And that's what it's about. But some of you are not quite, you like resisting this, or maybe you've cut this part of you off for so long. It's like, now you got to go back, dig deep and find it. You know what I'm saying? Yet another 6. Sixes are really big for y'all overall. And I feel like this is that just jovial, carefree energy that you're really needing to embrace and embody. May have something to do with the water sign. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, doesn't have to, but I just feel like it's like get into and embrace or embody that energy, right? Your intuition. Utilize that. Capitalize on that. Look at there. And then you can have whatever you like. Build on that. I don't know why it's tripping with the focus, but hey. Right? Take your time. Nobody's rushing you but you. Okay? What is it that you want to do? How do you want to build, rebuild even? I don't know. This is Virgo in energy potentially, but I feel like this is really just you, and it's really not trying to, or any other earth sign for that matter, but it's really just not trying to focus, so I'm going to put that there. It said, I just heard it's too slow. You too slow. Somebody saying it's too slow. I feel like maybe you feel like your manifestations aren't coming in. You're not. Is that why you're not using your imagination? You feel like it's taking too long? Because that very well may be the case. You know what I'm saying? But why the 7 of Pentacles is in reverse. Anyway. Yeah. Some of y'all ain't even balanced enough. I feel like you ain't. A, you need to stabilize your heart. B, you need to get in that playful, because this upright, they're celebrating, they're happy, they're joyous. You see them dancing freely, like just free spirited. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to embody that sage energy for me to say, free spirited, right? I don't know, something about that. Could be any other, look at me about to say air sign, maybe that, or fire sign. This is fire energy wants, but I don't know why I said air. Very well may have to, because some of y'all really need to get out of your head. I don't know, maybe y'all faking the funk trying to be in that deceptive air sign energy over here. You know what I mean? And if you haven't checked that out, that's actually about to be a great segue into the wrap up. But if you haven't checked out Power One, you may want to. I just heard something about stringing along. Some of you got strung along with something or someone. I don't know. It's something about breadcrumbs too. I don't know what that means though. There's a pathway to something. I just heard highway to heaven. I don't know. Go on that journey though, Cappy. Something about something spilled over. Because when we get into the wrap up, I'll kind of go more into that. But it's something about that. Okay. I don't know. Y'all are a little, I don't want to say weird, but that's a little different towards the end there. Okay, Cappy, that's what I got for you. For those of you who chose this pile 3, I pray that, excuse me. Hold on. It just choked me up. Hold on. Is there something else you need to say to Cappy? There's definitely a connection between you and Pile 2 for sure, in which, like I said, I'm going to get into it anyway. But I feel like some of you have had to turn your back on something or someone. Maybe that's who breadcrumbed you or something. It's like, now go the other way is what they're telling you. Do you. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I got for you, my beautiful Cappy. I pray that it resonates. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimonies down below, because you never ever know how this may help someone else grow, especially and including yourself though, yeah? And if someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I truly appreciate that and thank you for that. If you're joining me for another pile, I'll see you there. If not, please take care. Don't forget your love and light, because it truly makes everything all right, okay? And I'll see you in the wrap up. Deuces. All right, my beautiful Cappies. Welcome to your wrap up. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for lending me your ear. Thank you for your time and attention. I pray that the message resonates with you. So let's go ahead and get into your wrap up and show you how all of this is connected. Your overall header and energy for the month is diving into this humor, choosing to see or focus on the lighter side of life, being humorous, jovial, happy, you know what I'm saying, carefree, free-spirited even. May have something to do, like I said from the intro, channeling a fellow earth sign, or just you embodying your own energy to balance and stabilize you. Definitely working on healing that heart chakra, because laughter is the best medicine. Also, may have something to do with a sage for me to say be free-spirited, okay? And recapping your topper energy for pile 1, we have all that glitters in reverse, 16 potentially being a 7, talking about that tower energy, possibly Scorpio, dealing with the Scorpio or Scorpio season. I do feel like this is massive change, transformation that's needing to occur, because maybe you are, acting or trying to be someone you're not. I do feel like somebody here is not showing their true authentic self and needs to take that mask off. Hopefully you're seeing things for what they truly are. You're no longer being tricked or duped by the facade of all that glitters, okay? You no longer want to be a part of this deceptive energy, and the advice is to move away from it and out of it. Some of you, however, I feel like you may have one go round again with this energy, because some of you are not wanting to move away or out of this, you know what I'm saying? Or even away from this person, if it has to do with a relationship for you. It really doesn't matter, whatever situationship this has to do for you, because I feel like for most of you, it's just the mindset, right? How you yourself view you yourself, or are doing things, or have been used to doing things, okay? And as it clearly states in the center, the meat, if you will, of your overall reading, it's not for you. Like, it's time for you to go. You clearly see the fortunes is telling you nope. You know what I mean? Like I said, somebody has been playing games, potentially, not really being their true authentic selves, not showing you who they really are. For those of you, I pray that all is well with your health. But like I said in the reading, you may have something going on, some kind of ailment, autoimmune, something that may be even masking something else. Just be careful. Check your medicine cabinet. Get a second opinion, y'all, because I feel like some of you may be taking some things that you don't even need to be taking, and it can cause other issues or mask other issues. So take heed. I pray that all is well. But anyway, whatever this is, as it clearly states, it speaks for itself. You're needing to walk away. It's not for you. Go after your truth. Seek your truth. Learn your truth, especially for those of you who have been wearing that mask and not really being the true you. It's time to shine some light on it, right? Embrace it. Be who you're meant to be. Get out of that victim mentality. Rejection is God's protection. That is the true theme for these two piles. And I feel like overall, to be quite honest. But moving into pile 3, we have Imagine, number 20. And this talks about, like, imagine the limitless possibilities. Don't limit yourself with the negative thinking, or, not wanting to think outside the box. You can be and do whatever you want. That's why, hence your title. And y'all, the titles be coming to me before I even touch these cards. It's powerful how it all aligns. And speaking of alignment, like, I do see that, especially with the 6 of Cups in reverse and this Knight of Pentacles. There's something about, like I mentioned, breadcrumbs, or maybe Spirit is leaving you breadcrumbs to lead to show you the way. Lead the way too. I don't know. It's something about it. But I don't know, maybe, and like I said, even in this, maybe somebody, if this has to do with the relationship with you, may have been breadcrumbing you, because I do feel that for some, Spirit is telling you to walk, like, go on the other way, walk away, because this was unstable, you know what I'm saying, not meant for you. So imagine what you truly want, and what do you see, what do you want to get out of a relationship, you know what I'm saying? How is this going to help everybody involved grow, you know what I'm saying, to their highest potential? Moving into the overall underall energy of your toppers here. And this is one of the main reasons why, I forgot which pile I mentioned it in, but you very much so may have something to do with the Sage, because they too got this at the bottom of the deck, okay? It's come to the edge, and I'm sorry for that shadow over here, but it's the number 36, potentially being a 9. You're at the end, or nearing the end of a cycle. Now, will you stay in your comfort zone? Right? Or will you jump, take that leap of faith? This is like the full energy, if you will, for me anyway. And it's like, walk by faith, not by sight. Go on blind faith. Take a risk. Just be happy in it. And I promise you, feel your way through it and you will not be led astray. I promise you. Go with what your heart feels. You know what I mean? I'm going to read this to you in just a second, what they have to say out of the guidebook. And then finally, for the overall underall energy for the tarot, you got the 9 of Cups in reverse. And this, I think I told pile 3, this is where I feel like something may have spilled over, you know what I'm saying? Or like, because I even said it here, especially with this being center, some of you may feel like whatever you have put a lot of time, effort, and energy into, it didn't come into fruition or manifest as you thought it would or wanted it to, or something like that. And maybe you were trying to manipulate it, you know what I mean? Or I don't know, maybe you were even being deceptive with what you felt like you wanted, and not really, it may not have been really what you needed, right? Like I said, rejection is God's protection, and that's the overall theme for y'all, for real. But anyway, I do feel like, because even with the 6 of Cups in reverse, something, you had to empty out something. Empty out your mind, empty out your heart, you know what I mean? Allow, because I love this beautiful yellow golden light here. That's healing energy for me. I get the sun energy, but it's like, because this right here is a little bit dark. Right? It may have been dark in your past, but the interesting thing is with this, all that glitters in reverse, is like it's trying to shine this light onto all of this. You know what I'm saying? What needs to change and what needs to go. They want you to end up, come to the light. I think I said that with this Page of Swords. Come to the light, Carol Ann. Come to your truth. You know what I'm saying? The love and light within you. I don't know, y'all. It's something about that. I pray, because I'm hearing somebody, good job. You done put down the bottle. Because I did say, who did I say that with? Not for you. I saw a medicine cabinet, and I, like I told them, I could have been talking about, I wasn't specifically just trying to, I wasn't specifically just trying to talk about like, addictive substances or even illegal substances. But, this can be pharmaceuticals as well. But for this 9 of Cups in reverse, I heard, drop the bottle, let go of the bottle, something about that. I don't know. Again, may have something to do with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but doesn't have to. Maybe even something about those seasons. I'm getting Pisces a little bit stronger right now, so I do feel like they're telling you, like, just surrender and go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? It's powerful that these are both 9s, potentially. You know what I'm saying? As far as the energy, the numerical value, something needs to end. And I do feel like maybe it is, like I said, your attachment or your mentality, poverty consciousness, victim mentality, something that was keeping your wish fulfillment from coming through, Cappy. Whatever that is for you, I have no idea. And it just could be, because this is talking about emotions, cups, right? It just could be that you were not really humorous in it, seeing the humor of it all, not being lighthearted, carefree, right? As you should be, not taking everything so seriously, something like that. But let me go ahead and read to you what Come to the Edge has to say, and we'll let you get out of here, okay? 30, it's past it, 36, okay. The message begins on 135, and it says, talks about courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. The Oracle's message: facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. I told y'all. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. I told y'all. It's like, because come out of all of this freaking air energy right here. You know what I'm saying? That's what they said. Self-deceptive energy, okay? Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. If this has to do with a relationship for you, it says, it's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you, especially the parts that you've kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, say what you hope for. This is not the time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You will be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step toward the gods and they will deliver what you truly desire. And the prosperity message. If ever there was a time for you to take a leap of faith into the unknown, it is now. This is the perfect moment to take a big risk. The unknown is the only choice now. And if you come to the edge, you will discover treasure beyond your wildest dreams. And that's funny because look, she's jumping out. She's leaping. It went up right. She's leaping out of that. Hold on, let me turn it around so you can see. She's leaping out of that treasure box. Y'all see that? She's trying to catch her pots of gold, if you will. Right? However, it's reversed. So I feel like many of y'all are hesitant, right? You're not really ready to take that leap. You're afraid to, but instead they're telling you to, okay? It says, this is the perfect moment to take a big risk. The unknown is the only choice now. And if you come to the edge, you will discover treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Allow your courage to lead you in spite of your fears. They keep talking about this courage, so you may have something to do with a Leo. I told you I was feeling that sun energy even out of this and these two here. So you don't need to know the exact form of what you're going for. The essence is much more powerful, and Spirit has a way of delivering an even better version of prosperity than you could imagine. That is perfect. I'm telling you, don't limit yourself, okay? It says, take that step. The results will be amazing. They sure will. I mean, you got real big and made it. So what do you have to fear, right? Nothing at all. You shouldn't anyway. That's powerful, y'all. I pray that resonates with you, dear Cappy. And if it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimonies down below, because you never ever know how this may help someone else grow, but especially in including yourself though, okay? If someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I truly appreciate that and thank you for that. If you're joining me for another video, I will see you there. If not, y'all, please take care. Until the next one, don't forget your love and light, because it truly makes everything all right. All right? I love you and I thank you. Be easy. Dear Cappy. Be humorous. Be lighthearted. Be carefree. For real. Okay? All right now. Deuces.